All right, listen up. Something is brewing in Minnesota, and I'm telling you, the future of our Minnesota Vikings hangs in the balance. This isn't just talk. These are critical behind-the-scenes movements that will define our franchise for years to come. The whispers from Winter Park are turning into shouts, and every decision, every strategic move, every single player targeted or dismissed carries immense weight. We're talking about a complete shift, a reevaluation of what it means to be a Viking. The urgency is palpable, the stakes are sky high, and if you think you know what's coming, trust me, you don't. This is a decisive moment. All right, let's dive straight into the heart of the matter, because what I'm about to tell you is not just a rumor, it's a strategic shift that could redefine our offense. Multiple sources close to the organization have confirmed that the Vikings are being heavily encouraged, heavily encouraged, to pursue a specific type of running back, a demolition ball. We're not talking about your average scat back here, folks. We're talking about a bruising, physical, downhill runner who can impose his will, break tackles, and fundamentally change the dynamic of our ground game. Think about the impact of a player who can consistently gain those tough yards, wear down defenses, and open up play-action opportunities for our young quarterback. This isn't just a suggestion. It's an urgent call from within the scouting department, a recognition that our running back room needs a different kind of horsepower. Now, let's be real. For too long, we've dabbled with finesse, with versatility, but sometimes you just need sheer power. The analytics might tell you one thing, but the eye test, the gut feeling, the very essence of what wins games in the trenches, it screams for a bell cow back, a true workhorse. This isn't just about adding depth, it's about fundamentally altering our offensive identity. Imagine the cold Minnesota winters, the critical third and short situations, the red zone opportunities. A demolition ball back isn't just a luxury, he's a necessity, a foundational piece that elevates the entire unit. We saw flashes last season, but consistency from the running back position, that relentless bruising style, has been missing. This kind of player doesn't just get yards, he sends a message, he dictates the tempo, he sets the tone. And let me tell you, this isn't just some casual observation. This is a direct response to what the coaching staff believes is a missing ingredient for sustained offensive success. They want a back who can take the load off, who can grind out tough yards, and who frankly can intimidate the opposing defenses. This isn't about fitting a square peg into a round hole. It's about finding the missing piece of a championship puzzle. But here's the million-dollar question. Finding that kind of game-changing talent isn't easy, and it definitely isn't cheap. So while we're out there looking for this physical specimen, are we also considering the strategic long-term moves? What about the foundational pieces we're looking to build for years to come?
If you want to keep getting exclusive insights like this, the kind of news that shapes the future of our team, then you absolutely have to subscribe right now. Don't miss another beat. Hit that subscribe button and join our insider community.
Now let's pivot, but don't think for a second we're leaving the intensity behind, because this next piece of information is just as critical, if not more so, for the long-term health of our franchise. While we're talking about immediate impact players, our front office, our scouting department, they're playing chess, not checkers. Insider reports confirm that our Minnesota Vikings were all over the 2026 NFL Scouting Combine, not just for the obvious names, but with a laser focus on identifying future stars who can step into monumental roles. This isn't a secret, this is a strategic imperative. The focus? Identifying the next generation of talent to potentially replace legends like Harrison Smith and provide depth at key positions currently filled by veterans, and even looking beyond to players like Aaron Jones. Let me be clear. This isn't about disrespecting our current stalwarts. Harrison Smith is a Viking icon, a future Hall of Famer, an absolute warrior. But the reality of the NFL is brutal. It's a business. And General Manager Kwesi Adefo-Mensah and Head Coach Kevin O'Connell are tasked with ensuring sustained success. That means looking 3, 4, 5 years down the road. They are meticulously tracking players who might not even be draft eligible for another 2 years, building extensive profiles, conducting early interviews, and assessing character and potential. This level of foresight, this commitment to long-term planning, is exactly what separates the perennial contenders from the one-hit wonders. They're not just looking for bodies, they're looking for foundational pieces, players with the mental makeup and physical tools to not only fill big shoes, but to create their own legacy. The conversations with these young prospects are not casual chats. They are deep dives into their football IQ, their work ethic, their aspirations.
Our team understands that building a championship roster isn't just about free agency splashes. It's about developing talent from within, hitting on draft picks, and having a pipeline of ready-to-contribute players. The early attention on the 2026 Combine is a testament to that philosophy. They're projecting needs, anticipating departures, and laying the groundwork for future drafts. They're making sure that when the time comes to make those tough decisions about veteran contracts, we already have a plan in place, a successor in mind. This is about ensuring our competitive window stays open, not for a year or two, but for a decade. But all this strategic planning, all this meticulous scouting, what if the market throws a curveball at us? What if the players we need become unattainable?
And this, my friends, is where the rubber meets the road. This is where all that meticulous scouting and all those grand plans could, and I mean could, come crashing down against the harsh reality of the NFL market. ESPN analysts and my own sources are confirming a chilling prediction. Our Minnesota Vikings are facing a potential bidding war for the very reinforcements we desperately need at key positions, like running back and linebacker. The market is not just warm, it's a raging inferno, inflating prices for targets like the electrifying Kenneth Walker III and the versatile Quay Walker. This isn't just a concern, it's a full-blown crisis in the making. Think about the domino effect here. We just talked about needing that demolition ball running back, that physical presence to anchor our offense. Kenneth Walker III fits that mold perfectly. He's young, he's explosive, he runs with an undeniable ferocity. But if every team with a need is throwing obscene amounts of money at him, what happens to our cap space? What happens to our carefully conscripted budget? We're not just competing against other teams, we're competing against an economic landscape that can derail even the best laid plans. And it's not just running back. We need help at linebacker, a position where Quay Walker would be an immediate impact player, a three-down beast who can cover, rush, and tackle. But again, the price tag is soaring. Every dollar spent in a bidding war is a dollar that can't be used to bolster our offensive line, or to add another pass rusher, or to retain a promising young talent. This isn't just a brutal truth in the NFL. Sometimes the perfect player is simply out of reach because the market has gone absolutely bonkers. It forces tough decisions, compromises, and sometimes it means settling for a plan B or even a plan C. Our front office is already known for its analytical approach, for being smart with money, but even the smartest strategists can be caught in the undertow of an overheated market. This isn't just about talent acquisition, it's about resource allocation under extreme pressure. So what happens when the players we've scouted for years, the ones we've identified as ideal fits, suddenly become financially unrealistic? How do you pivot when your primary targets are snatched away by teams willing to overpay?
So, as you can see, our Minnesota Vikings are at a pivotal crossroads. This isn't just another offseason. This is the offseason where the foundation for our next era is either solidified or fractured. We're talking about immediate impact, long-term vision, and the brutal economic realities of the NFL all colliding right now. S-Bank Stadium for years. This is a moment that demands aggressive yet intelligent action. Do you think our front office has what it takes to navigate this treacherous landscape? Can they secure the demolition ball running back, maintain their long-term vision, and still win the bidding wars without overspending? Tell me what you think in the comments below, because we are all in this together, and our collective passion fuels this team. Skol.